studio. Hi, it's Julia Sansevere with the Martin County Difference. And gather all your friends around the TV, the radio. Yeah, this is a laptop. Right. This is the live broadcast that comes on before the radio show comes on the air on WSTU 1450 AM. Coming to you live on Facebook with the Martin County Difference. I'm Julia Sansevere. I've got wonderful, exciting news about a wonderful organization and event coming up this weekend. It's ArtsFest 30th anniversary. Woohoo! And all of these fine people in the studio with me tonight are part of that. And we've got Nancy Turrell. She's the executive director of the Martin County Arts Council. Did I say that right? Or Arts Council of Martin County? Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Okay. And then Chris Kling is the featured artist.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm absolutely thrilled to have you. And of course, I'm looking for my notes. And it's in the 2-minute warning. Okay, and Chimelis.
Yes.
The first name.
Ryan.
Ryan, thank you. And Bill.
Bill Whitten.
Whitten, our playwright and author. And you're a wonderful actor here, Ryan.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk all about everything they're up to. There's so much to talk about. I'm stammering. I'm just loving this night. I love art. I love artists. Chris Kling was part of the Martin County Open Studio Tour. She's got exciting things to tell about that, because people want to know how did things go when I had those artists on the show here a few weeks back, and that was something happening. So we want to fill you in on how that has rebounded and brought art even more to the community. But 30 years, I can't even believe it.
I can't either, and this is my 18th year with ArtsFest, and I'm more excited about this one than I have, I think, any other time.
Yeah, okay, and we're going to be coming on the radio in just a minute, so on 1450 AM, but also if you don't have Facebook and you're on the radio and you're at home, you're on the computer, you can go to WSTUtv.com, STU for Stewart, and you can check us out there on the Martin County Difference, and I've also got a group. The whole point is to make sure that everybody has access to this, because it's really a fun show. It's a radio show with a heart about people making a positive difference for the rest of us in the world. And that's people who are in 501c3, who are volunteering, who are making the community a more inviting community to live in. And Martin County is one of the most inviting communities I can think of. And we're turning into quite the little cultural arts center here, I think. We had the Martin County Open Studio Tour, and now we've got ArtsFest. It's 30th year. And what I didn't know, it's not just paintings.
That's right.
Tell us.
It's literary, culinary, visual, and performing arts. And then within the performing arts, there's music, drama, dance, authors' readings. It's everything.
Oh my gosh. So how do people go to it? They have a ticket, right?
Okay, we're live.
Oh, we're live on the radio. Did we get the music and everything? I have to see if we have
To
music.
you, Digital
Oh, yeah, that's
1450.
me.
The opinions expressed are those of the program hosts and guests. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's time now for the Martin County Difference with your host, dancing realtor.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. It's Julia Sansevere. Yes, I was your dancing realtor. I don't do that in the studio on the show, but that's how this show got started.
I still wait for you to show up one day with your shoes.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so cool.
And that cute little turquoise dress.
Right. Yeah,
with the
I only
rhinestones
saw it
and
on a hanger.
The sequins.
Yeah.
No, I wore it in here one night for
Oh,
dress
that's
rehearsal.
right. Yeah, but you had another garment over it.
I did.
Yeah.
It was. We were not revealing yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can see it on YouTube. So that's how I got here, folks, is dancing my little feet off for Healthy Start Coalition. Welcome to the show. The show is a radio show with a heart. It started out helping little babies, and I did dancing for babies. And Healthy Start Coalition is a wonderful organization at 501c3. So to that end, I decided to expand on that, and I'm inviting people who are doing good in the community, making a positive difference. And what better thing than art? You make our lives better in every way. And so this is the 30th anniversary of the Martin County ArtsFest. And I've got some wonderful people here in the studio tonight with me. Nancy Turrell is right here to my right. She is the executive director of the Martin County Arts Council, or the Arts Council of Martin County, depending on which way you want to say it. And Chris Kling is right next to her. She's the featured artist of this wonderful event this weekend, the 30th anniversary of ArtsFest, and she was part of the Martin County Open Studio Tour, and we have some good news to report back from that. And then next to her is Ryan Chimelis, and he is one of our fine young actors. He's going to be, look for his name, folks. You're going to see it soon in bright lights, but he's in one of the performance art, a theater production. That's part of the whole thing. So that's my background is theater. Can you tell? So I want to talk to you about that. And Bill Whitten is the playwright and author who's written this exciting play, and that's going to be on the stage at ArtsFest.
Correct, yeah, at the Literary Village ArtsFest.
The Literary Village. And I just want to start with that because, like I said, I'm sorry, that's my forte. I love theater. Tell us, it is so cute, the idea. What's it called, the play?
The play is called Friends Welcome,
Okay.
the one with the B word. So what it is a look at the second generation of the Friends cast.
From TV.
From TV, exactly.
That popular TV show.
Exactly. So the folks, the little kids on the show are all grown up. Ben Geller's now 21. The Buffet triplets are now 18. And we've put them all back in Central Perk.
Central Perk. I remember it well.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All those characters. And that is a great premise.
Thank you.
To
Yeah.
see
Well,
what's happened since.
the idea stemmed from the fact that we had the Literary Village look like a coffee shop last year.
Uh-huh.
Its inaugural year. The Literary
Uh-huh.
Village's inaugural year. And what better coffee house than the Central Perk as far as icons are concerned?
Yeah.
So that's where the idea came from.
That's great. And then how did you get into this? Orion, what character do you play?
Well, I play Kenneth.
Yes.
He is a struggling actor and a waiter at a coffee shop. So basically, I got into this through Chloe Jansen, who's in relation with him.
Okay.
And I go to her school, the Pine School, and she knows that I like acting, so got into that through her, and so far it's been so fun.
Okay.
This show is so funny. It's really good, gotta
I
say.
can't wait. Well, you know, Friends, the show was hilarious. I mean, it just created iconic characters that everybody, we still watch it in reruns. So
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't wait to see this.
Big shoes to fill, but
Yeah.
I think we've nailed it. I think it's pretty darn close to what the original is. I think a lot of folks will recognize the characters very easily.
Good.
But there's a lot of new stuff too.
Good, good. Well, I love to laugh and have fun, and that's what my nieces and nephews call me, Aunt Fun. So, you know, if you forget my name, just call me, hey, Fun. So, when will this be seen? How many times during
So
the
it's
weekend?
two different shows,
Okay.
once each day of ArtsFest, so Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m.
Okay, okay.
But the stage isn't empty for those days either, because we have
Okay.
lots of other things going on in Literary Village with some poetry readings and other authors.
Okay.
And we got lots of good stuff happening all day long. So
Okay,
come in
good.
with a cup of coffee and spend the entire day there if you wanted to, but then you'd miss all the other good stuff.
I know. There's so much. Nancy, start telling us. Get close to the mic so everybody can hear you at home.
And that's why you're just gonna have to come all day, both days, because there's plenty to do and different things to do
Yeah.
every single day.
And you're
want me
open
to-
from?
We're open from
to-
10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And
Downtown?
downtown Stewart, we close off part of East Ocean Boulevard, and then we fill up Memorial Park. So we have 120 artists in booths displaying their works, and that's jewelry, painting, sculpture, ceramics, mixed media, glass, wood, pretty much any subject matter, any medium you could imagine working in as an artist. We're gonna have it at ArtsFest. They were all juried to be in the show, so this is a very top-notch set of artists who had to meet certain quality standards to get into the show. They all start setting up on Friday afternoon, actually, so the fun begins on Friday. But they will open at 10 a.m. The artists will be ready to go. They'll be judged, and we'll announce awards on Sunday for them. The stage kicks off. The main stage entertainment starts at 10:30 on Saturday morning, and we have an ensemble from the Atlanta Classical Orchestra. At 10:30, we have Jupiter Narrows Band, which is kind of an old-time rock and roll band at
okay, good.
noon.
Yeah,
They
you've
play
got
for a couple hours.
Wow.
We've got the Late Bloomers Band.
Oh, right up my alley.
Yeah, and they're opening a new music store here in Stewart
Let me
too,
see, and
which is kind of cool.
This is the flyer, right?
This is a flyer.
And you can go online to find out all this stuff.
Absolutely.
So keep telling us the schedule.
And then Sweet Justice, which is a reggae band, closing out Saturday on the main stage at 4 o'clock. So,
Wow.
but then in between all of that, you've got the Chopped culinary competition. We've got 7 chefs
Right.
scheduled to be there on Saturday morning at 11. They'll be given a mystery basket of ingredients to my chopped chair, Paul Nunley. He won't even tell us what's in it. We don't know what's in it
This
because
is
it's
like your second or third year,
this
right?
is our third year.
Third
So,
year, yeah.
Eric from Ian's Tropical Grill
Mhm.
won the first year,
Right.
and then Ron, who had the Bite food truck, won last year.
Oh.
So Ron has been upgraded to being a judge because we don't want
Yeah.
the winners to compete the next year
Right.
because it may keep out the next level of competitors.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring that list with me, but you know, we've got your favorite restaurants: Gafford, Sneaky Tiki,
Oh my gosh.
Pelican, Ellie's Deli, Chef's Table. We've got a guy who teaches at the Virginia Culinary Arts School. And of course, I have 6 out of 7, which is how I work with the list. I always get almost all the way there before I remember who the last. Oh, Osceola Cafe.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Beth.
So all our
Yeah.
favorite
Right,
downtown
all our
restaurants.
favorite restaurants.
Um,
That's exciting.
So that's going to happen at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay.
Larry McKay, who's another radio guy, he will be our MC along with Paul Nunley, and we have judges lined up. They have to narrow it down from 7 to 3. 3 will be invited to come back on Sunday at 11 for a cook-off to name the Grand Chopped Chef for 2017.
I love the name Chopped.
Chopped.
And so you can be chopped out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
And
it.
what do they win? They get a big carrot?
They get a cash award, a nice little cutting board. They'll all have aprons, and we've got Cheney Brothers and some other sponsors that help get the stuff in the mystery basket of ingredients.
That is so fun.
It is really fun.
Yeah,
And you
It really
get
is.
year-round recognition too.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
Bragging rights.
Bragging
figuring
rights, yeah.
next year, already looking ahead, we'll have had 3 chefs then win, so that the 3 winning chefs from the first 3 years probably have to come back for some sort of cook-off.
Oh, I like that.
I like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And so we can taste the food if we go there?
Only the judges get to taste the food,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay.
We can't buy quantities of food to cover everybody.
That's true, yeah.
But in our food court, we've got Ellie's Deli cooking
Oh,
up some
okay.
sliders. We've
Ooh.
got this guy Wolverine Foods who does your traditional fried carne food. We've got a crab cake guy. We've got your sausage and peppers. So we've got an array of food options, including nitrogen ice cream.
What? Nitrogen ice cream?
That takes up
Nitrogen
less
ice cream.
space than oxygen ice cream.
So he and I haven't had it yet, but it's apparently all the rage. So you point to him and tell him what ingredients you want. You want strawberries and bananas and chocolate or whatever, plus the milk and the cream. And he freezes it right then and there with a blast of nitrogen. And you've got your specific recipe, special style of ice cream.
Ooh.
Pretty cool.
That is cool. I like that.
And apparently, we're putting them next to the bar because you could even perhaps make a selection from the bar to put into your ice cream if you were so inclined in the
Yeah.
middle of an afternoon.
Why not?
I like that.
I'm thinking
Ice cream
apple
is good.
pie. Can you imagine apple pie?
No,
Ice cream.
that's awesome.
Whoa.
So let's move on to the art. The thing that I think of art in ArtsFest is real art in terms of a painting on a canvas. Of course, there's culinary arts and there are the performing arts, like Ryan and Bill are going to be doing that. Chris Kling, please, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you here because you were part of Martin County Open Studio Tour. And I got around to just a few of the studios, and I couldn't get to yours, and I'm so sorry, but I'm going to be paying a visit soon. And I better get there fast because I think you're going to be sold out, right?
Well, I've been doing very well.
Talking to the mic.
I've
yeah.
been doing very well. We had a lot of people come by. They were very enthusiastic and buying. And even
Yay.
after, it's been 2 weeks, and even afterwards they were calling in asking if I still had this work available and could they buy it. And I just sold another one today.
Yay!
So I've been having callbacks. So it's been getting progressive,
Yeah, it's a ripple effect.
a ripple effect.
Right, right. And that's what this is to be, because this show will live on the Facebook page for the Martin County Difference. Also, it gets posted to YouTube, to its own channel, the Martin County Difference. And then you can share that, and you know, it goes on and on and on, and social media
Yes,
is amazing that way.
This was just the first annual, so
Yeah.
we plan on doing it every year.
Yeah.
And it ought to grow bigger and bigger, just like ArtsFest.
I have a
has.
feeling it will, because just the amount of people you had in a first-time effort at Martin County Open Studio Tour, MCOST, for those of you who like acronyms, it really just lifted itself up off the ground. And
Well,
you
the
artists did it.
organizers
Yeah.
did a very good job
Right.
of getting tour brochures, getting it online,
Yeah.
all the beginning things you need
Right,
to get
Suzanne
it rolling,
Connors,
and
yeah.
so it'll just get better and better every year.
I think, yeah.
Suzanne Connors, yes.
Right, she did a lot, and you had some great artists in it, you know, so that's the thing, and people really do love art. It makes us feel good.
And just like ArtsFest, it had ceramics, textile
Right.
arts, just like ArtsFest has this year. There's something for everybody
Yeah,
in
yeah.
ArtsFest.
And so things will be for sale.
Absolutely. Please come ready to purchase
Credit
and
card,
fall in love with.
checkbook,
Absolutely.
cash.
All of that. All of the above. Chris was so kind to agree to be our featured artist this year, and we went just a little crazy because we were like, it's a 30-year,
Oh,
so we have to do
yeah.
something different. So we ended up
Oh.
selecting a triptych of
That is lovely.
3 iconic downtown
Right.
Stewart.
And that's on your Facebook page and on your website. And let's just tell everybody, go to Facebook and find ArtsFest there. And also on the internet, martinarts.org. And through Facebook, you go to the event. And of course, I wrote down everything, and I've lost my notes. I'm flying blind here, folks. But it's not that hard. You go to the Facebook and you just put in Martin County Arts Council or Arts Council ArtsFest 30. And it's in Memorial Park in Stewart this weekend, the 11th and 12th of February, 10 to 5. And this is just beautiful. This is our downtown area.
And I want to tell you what they did. They called me up in the late spring, early summer, asking if I would be featured artist, and I was just honored. So they asked me to bring a painting that indicative of the local area. Well, I did, but I came to them and I said, well, why don't I do a lot of plein air, on location painting,
Okay, right.
as well as studio, and I teach portraiture also.
Oh, where do you
At
teach?
the Lighthouse.
I thought-
At the Lighthouse Art Center in Tequesta.
Okay.
So, anyway, they asked, so I said that I would go around, all around Stewart, and do several paintings of Stewart.
Okay.
And then I brought them the body of work, and they chose from that body of work. So in my booth, which will be number 63,
Okay.
there will be several paintings of Stewart, as well as the ones that they chose.
How neat. So we got the Sailfish Fountain. That's one of them. Then you have the
Lady.
lovely maiden.
Lady Abundance.
Lady Abundance, right. She's one of them. And the third one is the beautiful downtown with the water tower in the background. That's our Flagler Street right there.
It has the lyric.
And the Lyric Theater is there, another place for art.
Yep.
How nice that you feature in the painting. And these are, what medium is this?
Oil. It's all in oil.
Okay, so that's how you work. It's just stunning. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
What a beautiful brushstroke you have. I mean, the water looks like it's actually moving.
Oh, the funny thing about that, I started on that, and they actually took a picture of me as I was doing that, and
Okay.
they featured in several promotions. But as I started that, and I wanted to get the composition going, I
Uh-huh.
thought, okay, I'll get to the water. As soon as I got to the water, the fountain turned off.
Ah, off?
Off. It was gone. So I used my visual memory to do some of it, and just at the very end, the last hour, it came back on, thank God, and I started putting some finishing touches on it, and it all worked. All worked out.
That's funny. That's great.
Is this the sailfish that was made by Jeffrey Smith?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
His son goes to my school, so I got to see like a lot of his work going on, like
Okay.
like some of his new stuff
Yes.
about the car show that just passed. He had a couple like this giant pelican. This thing was like 8 feet tall, completely silver, absolutely amazing. And he just finished this new one. It was a marlin, just a marlin in the air, bronze, completely bronze, with the fisherman trying to reel it in. Absolutely amazing. Like one of the most amazing things.
Yeah, Jeffrey's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
His son, Mark Smith, is actually going to in the ceramics group, making some crazy stuff too. So little prodigy right there.
Yeah, I'll say. Well, how nice that you're in school with him. And so at the Pine School, were you taking drama? Is that?
At the Pine School, we don't have a drama class, but we have a yearly musical.
Okay.
So I've been doing that, but I also go to Starstruck in Stewart. So that's where I've been really getting classes
Peter
with.
Jones.
Yeah.
Yes. I keep wanting them on the show, but they're always busy on a Wednesday
They're the
night.
busiest people I know.
Yes, they are, and we are so lucky to have them. They were involved heavily in the Healthy Start Coalition production of Dancing with the Martin Stars. You know, Peter was our MC, and he directed and produced it, and of course Jennifer also was our on-site director and keeping us with our cell phones away, and no chewing gum on the stage. So much fun to work with them, so creative, and that just was always my dream, to get to know them a little better, and amazing that I ended up in that thing, that ordeal. It was but it was an experience of a lifetime, I gotta say. And go ahead.
Fun fact about Peter.
Yes?
Oh,
He,
geez.
yeah, I know. I've known some of these people a long time. I used to host a radio show in this very room a long time ago, and we rotated between the visual arts, performing arts, the literary arts, and Peter and Jennifer were always my co-hosts for the performing arts shows. But Peter wrote our jingle.
He did.
He wrote a jingle. I probably have it on a CD somewhere still.
Yeah.
But he wrote the words and the music, and we had Peter
great.
singing our jingle every time we turned on the show.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. He's a very talented man. And you know, he is amazing, because I saw Gypsy. I was in Gypsy back in New York in an off-Broadway production. So to see him do that, and he was on stage the whole time, being the musical director, and you know, as part of the scenery too. And Jennifer was in it.
Set director, yeah.
Set director, yeah, and he was the orchestra lead, but they did it on the stage. They did a great job.
Wow.
And so my part was Miss Electra. She's the one with the flashing light. So I got to see my part being done by somebody who was very hilarious, and Jennifer was Tessie Tura. So that was just a lot of fun. So that was my first kind of engagement with them, to talk to them. Like, you know, I did that back in New York, and she goes, and that was on Dancing with the Martin. So she goes, I can see that. Because I'm shy. Anyway, so I want to say hi to Greg Citro, who said, hi, Bill.
Hi, Greg.
Hi. He's out there listening and watching. And Jolynn Whitten.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Okay, that's good. We have some fans in the house. There we go, in the family. And my friend from high school in Houston, Diane Keg Schroeder. Thanks, Diane. And Lisa Holland, right here in Stewart, in Martin County. She's on watching. And Greg wrote, hi, Bill. So thanks for listening. Hey, you guys out there, if you're listening, do share this. Please like it and love it. That's how we grow the audience. And it's a great event to share with your friends that this is going to be coming up this weekend, and so you don't want to miss it. And we're going to take a break, but before we do, I just want to say I do real estate. I got to pay for my time here. I've got some great listings. I want to tell you about that. I'm at Coldwell Banker here in Stewart. And when we come back, I'll tell you about a few listings I've got in Martin County and St. Lucie County, and it's just great market right now. I was in a networking brainstorming meeting this morning with my president of Coldwell Banker, Clark Toole, and he sees this as a great time right now. 2016 was iffy. We're really plunging ahead in 2017. A lot of movement in the market. We're going up in jobs. We're going up in income, and it's a good thing that there's movement in the market, in the economy. The stock market is good. People want to move to Florida, so it's really a great time to buy and sell. And I've got listings in Palm City and Stewart and everywhere. So taking a break on the radio, but we're still here on Facebook Live, so please keep sharing and liking it. And we'll see you on the radio in a few minutes when we come back. But we're here on Facebook, so turn it on Facebook. Thanks. All right, so we're here. So I want to make sure we talk about some of the stuff that we talked about in the hall. Remember that?
Who has notes?
I know, who has the notes? Oh my God, where are my notes? This is hilarious that I can't find my notes. Anybody see a manila envelope?
Did you leave it out there?
I'm going to go check my
I
husband.
thought you were writing it down.
I know, that's right. So you guys
We're
talk
all
amongst
squeezed in
yourselves.
here.
If you have any questions on Facebook, please write them, and because the group here will answer them. And I'm just going to go take a look for my notes, and I'll be right back. You guys talk.
I need to ask her if she does commercial as well as real estate, does she?
I don't know. You can ask her when she comes back.
Mostly specializes in residential.
Residential. Because Bill
Wow.
had been looking for locations.
They disappeared.
Oh.
Ah.
Alright.
We're looking around.
Okay. You saw me with them, right? You saw me with them notes, right? You saw me with that manila
I
envelope.
did see you with that.
Isn't that weird? Is it
Did you
over
put
there,
it
Frank?
inside?
It's not in that
So
office.
I was thinking
either.
I picked it up with these things, but I didn't.
There
One
is
thing
a-
I keep
There is a
forgetting,
manila folder behind.
But
the-
that's not it.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
every time I talk about
Very
ArtsFest, I
second.
forget about the green market and I forget about the kids area.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk
I don't know
about
why I'm having like a brain breakdown on
Yeah.
those two parts of ArtsFest. Maybe it's because there's so many different things going
Sure,
on.
should be.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
I didn't know you had already done the radio.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was fun. Janine Mason was one of my co-hosts. Phil Cavanaugh, who's no longer with us, was one of my co-hosts. There was only one day, the one panic day when nobody showed up,
Oh.
and I called Kim Rhodey,
Now
who was
back to
living
the
here still
Martin
in
County
tiny
difference here on
And we talked on the
Digital
phone
1450.
the whole
Back to
hour.
your host, dancing realtor, Julia Says.
Painful.
Hi, everybody. Julia Sansevere back with you live on the radio on WSTU 1450. And we're back on Facebook, too. We've never left Facebook Live. And I want to say hi to the folks on Facebook who are loyal listeners. Thank you. And Katie Foot-Bourgeois. Hello, Julia. Well, hello, Katie. Thank you for chiming in. And hello, Bill.
Yes,
Katie
I know-
Foot-Bourgeois.
I know
So-
Katie as well,
You
yes.
know Katie. Okay,
I was
good.
with her last night.
Whoa. Tell us about that.
I was at the Treasure Coast Brewmasters meeting, which is a local group of home brewers
Yes.
who will be participating in ArtsFest because brewing is an art form.
Yes, it is.
And we will be doing tastings of some local home brews along with some fun selections from Sailfish Brewing, which is a local brewery up in Fort Pierce.
Oh, how cool is that? So, hey, Katie, is your husband going to participate? Right?
I'm not sure
'Cause
he's
he's a
on the
brew-
list,
Well,
but
get him in there. So, Greg Citro, Abby and I are watching you, Meg, too.
Very good.
Okay. And so keep those comments coming. If you have any questions about anything about the Arts Fest or anything about the artist, please let me know.
I got a question for our playwright here.
Yes.
How long is your play?
It's about 30 minutes.
Oh,
30
okay.
minutes. All right, half hour.
Is it
All
one
right.
act?
It's one act, yes.
Okay.
It's all done in one act in Central Perk, so, yeah.
So if you didn't hear that in the beginning, okay, so this is all about Arts Fest, and art is not just a painting with beautiful brushstrokes, although we love that. It's culinary arts, it's performing arts. So we have a play, and Bill Whitten has written this wonderful play. It sounds great. It's what happened after the friends, you know, got married and had kids, and now they've grown up. And Ryan is playing one of those kids. And tell us again which kid you are and talking right into the mic.
I'm going to be playing Kenneth.
And he is.
He is a struggling actor and a waiter at the coffee shop that Ben owns.
And he's the descendant of one of the original.
Well, that's a bit
You're
of a
gonna have to
surprise.
see it.
Ah, there's the catch. Okay.
There's mystery involved, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, you look like Chandler.
right.
A little bit.
You're going to have to come see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
Wow.
That's-
I like things with mystery.
Oh, I do too. Comedy and mystery work
Yes.
well together.
Good.
So, yeah, because that's still going in reruns. So this could grow. You could, you know, put this out there as a, you know, film it. And, you know, that's another way to get there, and you know,
Sure.
put it on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I've learned Facebook's a great way to get the word out. So, and Chris Kling is our artist she's an oil painter, and she is, how do you say it, plein air?
Plein air. That's
Plein air.
French for fresh air.
Fresh air.
So it, you know, as Monet started the Impressionists,
Yes.
and he was out in the fresh air painting, and so we could take our French easels outside, and I'm sure a lot of people might have seen me all around town, wondering with that strange lady with big hat.
Oh.
You know, you're out in the sun, you have to wear a big hat.
I drove by you many
You
a
did?
times. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know where you'll see me, because I'll go out with a group, but I also go out by myself wherever
Well, now I know what you were up to at least.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Good.
So, and the sun is moving, so you only have 2 or 3 hours to get it, or you have to start another one.
Well, do you take a photograph ever and then paint from that?
occasionally, and that's studio work.
Okay.
So I do plein air, studio work. I do portraiture. As I said earlier, I teach at the Lighthouse Arts Center in Tequesta.
Okay.
I'm giving a couple of workshops at the Nook here in Stewart, April 1st and 2nd, of portraiture and then a plein air. So many people asked me to do plein air. I told Neil of Stewart Art Supply that, okay, I'll do a plein air workshop. So that'll be March 25th. So I'm going to
Okay.
Floppy hats are optional.
That's right. Well, not if you don't want to get sunburned, you better wear one. But plein air is quite an adventure because you never know what's going to happen out there. If a rainstorm's coming, or bugs, or if a big truck is going to come and park in front of you while you're painting.
Your view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I was on a end of a country road toward a marsh. There's nobody out there, not a soul within miles. I thought, oh, you know, nice and peaceful. I had, this time, usually I paint small, but this was 24 by 36. I had it on the dirt road doing the marsh, and I hear this rumble, this thunder, and it was coming closer. It was a road grader, probably comes by one time a year. And so I have to pick everything up and move it. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh my gosh, that's for sure. I want to say hi to Beth Ann Algie and Janet Rush Point, and a few other people have liked the Martin County Differences video of this broadcast, so thank you for doing that, and follow it and share it. And also it's on YouTube. After the show, I post this on YouTube on its own channel, the Martin County Difference, so it lives on. And I want to find out a little bit more about each of you. Where are you from? I hear a southern accent. Is that South Florida?
Yes, I grew up in Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
Chattanooga,
Tennessee.
Yes, but I actually haven't been back there since high school. But I graduated from the University of Alabama with Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Okay.
And but I've lived all over. Most of my married life has been in Florida, various places of Florida. But I also lived in Singapore for a couple of years. So in Jacksonville, we were there for about 13 years, where our children, I have 2 children that actually live here now. They're all grown up, but we were 13 years there in Jacksonville, and I got into portraiture, and I was in national agencies as well as galleries up in, actually I'm still in one national agency, Jean Daniels.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've got my finger in a lot of different, but the common denominator is it's all oil. It's all oil paint, so that's my first love. So.
And that is not easy, because
well, I've done it for so long.
It's easy for
like
you.
secondhand.
I should say, you know, that's relative to who's talking. Consider the perspective. None of it's easy for me. Stick figure type. And the other thing is the Martin County Rocks. That's brought out the artistry in people. And I had them on the show last week. And oh my gosh, got so many people looking and liking and sharing. That has taken over, and you know, that's a good thing, because it's brought the community together.
Community involvement.
It is community involvement, and it is making people feel good, and that's what art does. And you know, I think that we're intimidated by a canvas.
Well,
what do I
that's
put
one
on
thing
it?
with what I think art is. It's communication without words. Now, you're all into words, but this is communication without words. And so when I see something and it inspires me, it excites me with color, with brush strokes, I try to communicate that to the viewer. Yeah. And when somebody came to the open studio tour you were talking about earlier, and they saw something and they loved it, but they wanted to think about it, and then they called back a couple of days later and they said, I can't forget it. I've got to get that. So it's when something
an emotional
speaks to you emotionally, you know, that's what you need to buy.
Absolutely. Then you know, and it hits you in a second. And that is the case with, and I'm going to bring it back to real estate, but anything that you do, when you find something you love and you know it, that's the best feeling in the world. So whether it's a play that you remember, a song that you know that brings you back to a memory, a beautiful painting, I mean, this is what I'm spreading positivity. That's what this show is all about, because we need more fun, we need more positive, I think, ways of expressing ourselves, and we're all different, but that's something to celebrate, not tear us apart. So the Martin County difference is about the wonderful people who live here, and I want to find out a little bit more about where you grew up and if you've been here all your life, you know, and I just think that's interesting. Everybody has a story, and that's art in itself, and that's different, each one, and we all come together and make a really nice feeling here in Stewart. And I mean, I hear it because I know I was down in Palm Beach County this morning with other agents and networking, and our populations are different. You know, the spectrum of who lives here and who comes here and why they come here. And we are just a wonderful community, and I'm so lucky and glad that I came here kind of, you know, by force. I was taken out of New York City by force. I wanted to live there forever. I grew up in
It's like
Texas.
the Green Acres story where Eva Gabor gets
You put me in the wrong place. Yeah. You know, you're taking me from big city to a little bitty town. But, you know, I like it here. Now, it grows on you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm from Houston, which is also a big city, but was small when I was growing up 100 years ago. But, you know, New York City, the bright lights and all that. But you know what? If I go to Miami now these days, I'm like, oh, get me back home to Stewart. You know, I mean, and I do love New York. I love going to the theater there. That's my favorite. That's my passion. You know, there's nothing better than Broadway. But I did grow up in Texas and then spent many, many years in New York City. And now I'm here. I've been here since 2000 and moved out of New York City completely by 2006. So I was a snowbird. So I get that, you know, we'll put our toe in and see if we like it. Well, yeah, when it's snowing like crazy up north, of course you like it here. I see why people come. It's paradise.
canceling flights right now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
We're getting that snowstorm?
Up there in the Northeast.
Yes,
Ugly,
yes.
ugly.
Ugly. Well, good. And so tell us your story, Nancy.
I grew up in upstate New York,
Oh, okay.
and but I went to school in New York, so I'm a bit partial to New York City myself.
Yeah.
But I have a degree from NYU in marketing
Ah.
and a master's degree in philanthropy and development. So I've been fundraising and working for nonprofits my entire career. That's all
Wow.
I've ever done. But played flute, was in choir, was not any good in art classes, so that brought down my GPA. I got out of actually doing art as soon as I could because I was pretty anal about my grades. So, yeah, but I always, Mom and Dad raised me. We went by going to museums, we went to concerts, opera, ballet, rock and roll, all of it. We did all of it. So, you know, in my role here as the Arts Council, we're here to promote and love and share all of it. So it's a perfect fit.
It really is. Well, when you say, you know, what your GPA got taken down by, mine got taken down by talking too much. I got bad grades in conduct because I wouldn't shut up. And look where I am now.
It's working for you now.
It's working for me now. How about that, Mrs. Hooker? She was my homeroom teacher. She and I had it. Julia, be quiet. I'm like, no. So here I am on the radio, and I do know how to listen. So go ahead, Ryan. You're next. And you talk right into the mic so the radio listeners can hear you.
Well, I was born in New York.
Oh my gosh, we got a lot of New York going on here.
I was born in Manhattan, lived in Long Island and Levittown for around 5 years. Moved to Miami.
Oh.
Did not like Miami.
Oh.
Moved here to PSL.
Okay.
So been here for around, I think, 10 years now, something around there. We lived in Miami for 1 year. And yeah, only got into theater around 2 years ago. Yeah, and just got really into it, put everything else aside because I'm a photographer and filmmaker too.
Oh.
Like I actually started my own business last year for photography.
Okay.
So
And may I say, won the Outstanding Student Marty Award in the Visual Arts last October.
Oh,
yes, that was very exciting.
congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, that's been on hold for a little bit because I'm really getting into acting right now. So yeah, that's been my priority for the last few months.
Fantastic. And that's one of the things we were talking about out there. And what goes into the Marty Award, and who gives that? How is that judged? Is it for just the Pine School? Is it from your Arts Council?
It's an Arts Council event, and it's a celebration of all things artistic, kind of like ArtsFest is, but on a more narrow scale. So we give awards in visual and performing arts in both an adult and a student category. We recognize philanthropy in the arts. We have a Lifetime Achievement Award in the arts. Last year that was given to Mr. John Payson. Unfortunately, he had passed away literally a week and a half before the awards event. So that was kind of added a somber note to the event, unfortunately, but still well deserving.
Yeah.
The Pace and Name and Art goes a long way through New York and Florida and Maine. So.
Yeah. Well, you just told me something I didn't realize. John Payson passed away
in October suddenly.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry to know that.
So the Martys were really created. I mean, everything comes out of an interesting place. The Martys were created because one year we had a really horribly rain event, ArtsFest, and we count on the money we raised during ArtsFest to help keep our budget alive and the organization going all year long. And so the board members said, we need an event that's not dependent on the outdoor weather that we can do and helps us accomplish our mission. And so the Martys were born, Emmys, Grammys, Martys from Martin County.
I get it.
And so it's a cocktail party, and this last couple of years we've actually had students who are nominated in the performing arts category perform at the Martys as well. So we were sold out with 300 people last year. It was an awesome time.
God. And where has this happened?
We've done it the last 3 years at St. Mary's in the Pittenger Center.
Oh, okay.
So it's a fun time.
And what month of the year is that?
October.
October. Well, if we're going to still be on the air, we're going to talk about that.
Great.
Coming up. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. And Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your story?
My story. There's lots of story, but what should I tell? I'm from Maryland, born and raised.
Okay.
We moved here actually to Palm City about 8 years ago. My wife took a job down here, so it was a transfer. At the time of the transfer, I thought, well, maybe I should follow my writing aspirations. So I'm now 2 novellas and 2 full-length novels in. Third one will be out later this year. I'm a thriller writer. The historical mysteries are kind of what gets me going. So that's the route they follow. But I dabble in a little bit of everything. I love writing. I love painting with the words. So there's poetry and short story and whatnot, but the Playwright is brand new to me. This is my first ever attempt at that, so I'm excited. It's really neat to see. We have a fantastic cast, and it's really great to see my words coming to life on stage.
That's got to be thrilling.
It's
like the first time you hear a song on the radio that you wrote. Yeah, I can imagine. And I have one thing in common with you, that I did write a one-act play when I was in New York City, and I performed in it, and I helped produce it, and it was so exciting and thrilling. And guess what? I knew the words because I wrote it, and it was a fun, funny comedy, kind of farce thing. And my husband was horrified when he saw me doing what I was doing on the stage. It was almost X-rated, but not quite. It was more like R-rated. And I was like, honey, you got to get the audience, but it had a little sexy stuff in it, But I had my clothes on, so that's a little teaser for you people out there. And it involved, I was at my age, and it involved a younger actor, a handsome Chandler type like yourself. So yeah, that was fun casting. Like if you're gonna write for yourself, you might as well write something fun. So you get a good-looking actor to play opposite you. That was a lot of fun, And he was scared to death, but I had a good time. So we have to take a break, and we'll come back and talk more about the ArtsFest. It's the 30th anniversary. Got Nancy Turrell in the studio, Chris Kling, and Ryan. Do your last name for me?
Chimelis.
Thank you, Chimelis, and Bill Whitten. So stay tuned. We're going to come back from the commercials with the radio station, and we'll stay on Facebook Live. So, thanks. Are we out? We're out. Okay. So, and thanks for everybody listening in.
It'll be famous.
Yeah, we keep saying it over and over again.
I know.
And I have a hard
the
time looking at this and thinking about what I'm going to say.
She wants to plug the children.
I mean, yeah, you can get that. You can get Chimelis.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the green market when we come back, and I want to say hi to Dean Petrov.
Oh my God.
Ryan is a great upcoming actor. Yes, I knew it. I could tell. And Katie Bourgeois says we are all out of beer, brewing more homebrew this weekend. Katie, now I need to taste some of that. Katie's my president-elect. Oh, I have my name tag still on. I'm president of the Women's Council of Realtors, and it's a great organization. And Katie's my PE, and she came on this show before, and we were like Hoda and Kathy Lee of real estate. It was so much fun. We had a good time.
I can see that.
You can see that, right? I know. So we're going to do it again. And it's crazy. I still can't find those notes, but it's okay. Whatever. Oh, because I wanted to talk about real estate. So when we come back on the radio, I'll just quickly
30
go over my
seconds.
listings. And I have a friend in my office who she gave me her flyer. I'm like, sure, I'll talk about it. And I'm like, leave. So, what's that mean?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, thanks. I get to know the hand signal.
It was a funny thing about Dion Petrov. He was like one of the ones who like got me into this.
Ah, Dion. Okay, come clean, Dion. And like this, Dion, and share it. Hit the like button, hit the hearts, so I can see them going across the screen. I finally figured out how to do that. And we've got 8 people on listening and looking right now on Facebook, so that's good. And shares. Oh, there's a heart. I see it.
There you
It
go.
just went across. Thank you.
Yay.
Ask and ye shall receive. The task is to ask.
Oh,
More
come
hearts,
on.
more. Are you doing that? All right.
No, but I see 'em.
You see them. Okay. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody. Are we back? Okay.
Now back to the Martin County Difference here on WSTU Digital 1450. Back to your host, dance and realtor, Julia Set.
Hi, everybody. Julia Sansevier back with you on the radio on 1450 AM and on the internet. We have been on the whole time, I think, unless they go away for commercials. I don't know how it works. How does it work, Frank?
On the internet?
Yeah.
Well, generally they don't add the commercials till you
Later.
save it and
Okay.
then record it. They
Okay,
will
so
add the
they're
commercials.
watching live. and-
Yes,
Okay,
the
and
live
thank you
stream
for
is
all the
you can
hearts
get
on
it.
Facebook. I asked for hearts. I got hearts. And it's Valentine's Day coming up, so more hearts. And so we're with the ArtsFest. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. ArtsFest 30th anniversary is here. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker. I'm going to do a little bit of promo for myself. Facebook. I have a business page, Julia Sansevier, Florida Waterfront Specialist. So many great articles there. I won't bore you here, but things about insurance, you know, getting a loan, getting pre-approved, staging, all of these tips and everything. So you can go on there and message me. And I'm with Coldwell Banker. And the other thing is Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, you know, Instagram, YouTube. I've got all of that going on. So please like, follow, share, do all that stuff that you do in social media. And we've got a great group here tonight talking about ArtsFest. And I'm just going to do a little real estate. I lost my notes. I don't know, they like disappeared into thin air. So Arlene Love, I apologize. Arlene Love in my office is a wonderful person. She's very much into the theater as well. We commiserate on that. No, commiserate's not the right word. We connect on that. That's right. We commiserate. We were wannabe actresses at this point. So we're doing real estate. Anyway, she's got a great waterfront listing, folks. So please call Arlene at Coldwell Banker 286-1300. She's got a great waterfront listing. Hey, there we go. We got props in the house. And I've got some great listings in Mariner Sands, a beautiful pool home for just $347, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, pristine, 2.5 bathroom actually. And then in Palm City and Oak Ridge, which is an ocean access community with its own ramp, I have a beautiful home. It's pristine and gorgeous. I call it like relaxing by the sea. It's got tints of just pale, pale blue and pale, pale green, just beautiful ocean colors. Beautiful white floors. They did all new floors in there, and it's on a beautiful treed backyard with a double patio with a big built-in stone bench and fire pit and everything. It's just gorgeous. And that is $375. So you can get on the water in Martin County for not that much money, which is great. And if you're a snowbird and you haven't made your reservations and your flight doesn't get canceled, come on down. I've got an oceanfront condo available for 3-month minimum at $3,000. So again, just go on my my website is juliasansevier.com through Coldwell Banker, and you'll see all these listings. And just remember to scroll down. And anyway, that's it for me. That's my art, is selling people homes, because that kind of is my way of communicating and doing something that I feel is good. It's helping them through their transition, and it's the biggest purchase that somebody will make. So I'm very schooled in the art of home and helping people through that process, because there are a lot of little hairs and warts along the way, especially if you're getting a mortgage, that kind of thing. And you need somebody who's a full-time realtor who is schooled in the Code of Ethics and all that, and belongs to the National Association of Realtors, which I do. And I've been in it 12 years, and I really love it. My mother was a broker in Houston, Texas, and I worked with her, so it's in my background, in my blood, I guess. But enough of that. So back to you, Nancy. Nancy Turrell is the Executive Director for the Arts Council of Martin County, and she's got a prop with her.
I did. I brought a couple of different props. This one is all our volunteers this year. They in 1988 and 1989 Arts Fest. This is what
Wow.
all our volunteers
How
have.
cool.
So we wanted to bring back the apron this year, which
Aw.
also could be an artist's smock. So we're
It
covering
could
at
be.
least two.
Could be a chef's spot too,
Yep,
right? You
yep.
can wear it for
Chefs.
cooking.
Yep.
Right.
So, and of course, an event like this doesn't
Yeah.
happen in the community without lots of sponsors and financial support. So we've given them all calls out here on the apron.
Okay, 5 minutes to go. All right, my God, only 5 minutes to go?
Fast.
We have more to talk about.
Well, if you don't mind, the general admission is
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's-
it?
That's all general admission is.
Oh,
it's
man.
It's an
You can afford
easy,
that.
inexpensive day. If you want to upgrade your experience at ArtsFest, you can do a VIP ticket for $50 for one day. It includes lunch. On Saturday, we've got Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza bringing in their yummy eggplant and chicken wings and stuff. And then on Sunday, we've got the Paella King making up some fresh paella for everybody. And then there's a $30 special ticket.
Okay.
Which is for the 30th anniversary. And it includes admission, it includes a raffle ticket, and we've got some really fun raffle baskets that honor and celebrate each of the different art forms. So the culinary, the art, the jewelry, pick jewelry, and then a music and theater basket. So
Oh my
people
gosh.
can pick and choose where they
There are
want.
children of a certain age.
You gotta talk louder.
So the kids under 12 are free, and there's all kinds of free hands-on activities for kids. So it's a family-friendly event, family-friendly day. There's even a green market, so you may be able to pick up some produce or
Oh my
flowers on your way
gosh.
out. And you know, the jewelry, about 23 of our 120 artists are jewelers. So if you're looking for a Valentine's Day present, this is going to be a great place, great weekend, all one-stop shopping.
Can we buy that apron as a souvenir?
Not this apron, but we are doing an apron with Chris's painting.
Oh,
we have
cool.
a cutting board and an apron that has the image with the Lyric Theater and the Stewart Water Tower in it.
good.
So we've
They've made
and,
some amazing things. I've been so pleased.
and
good.
Stewart Coffee and the Arts Council have partnered on coffee mugs. So
Okay.
we've got all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, my sister Catherine Massey in Houston, Texas is on Facebook. She wants to know, what does the apron say? What does it say on here? Arts Fest, the date, the place,
And 30.
Memorial Park, Stewart, February 11th and 12th, volunteer. And these are all your sponsors, right?
Yes.
Okay, we've got great sponsors to shout out to. Oh my gosh, without our sponsors, we are nothing. So Coast 101.3, ooh, the competition, sorry.
Oops.
Okay, but event makers, that's not competition. What else? We have PNC, the Turrell Group, Wilmington Trust. I can't read them all.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece, Design and Build. Okay, Visual Art Supply, Vision Art Supply, Seacoast Bank, Stewart Art Supply. Sorry, thanks. Slim Body Laser Spa. Okay, Cheney
EW.
Brothers, CBI. Yeah. And where else?
EW Consultants.
EW Consultants, done.
Capital.
Capital Manufacturing. Thank you, sponsors, for your support of the arts. This is what we want to do, is blend businesses and, you know, art together, so we lift the community, and I thank you for that. So hello from Dallas, my friend Kyle Wells. So this is far-reaching. Kyle, fly in for the weekend. You work for United. Come on, or Southwest. Oops, sorry. Oops, she just works at Southwest. And oops. And I got a heart. Thanks. More hearts. And Thad Brown says, "Tell Bill what's up." and let's see who else we have on here. And Nancy Turrell said, "ArtsFest volunteer with our sponsors' logos." That's what's on it. Okay, and so you can still volunteer if you want to.
We still have spaces open. We would welcome you. We have via the martinarts.org website. If you go to the ArtsFest page, there's
Right.
a volunteer ClickUp.
Oh,
You can
good.
pick your shift and your job right online. It's
Awesome.
easy, and we still need a few more volunteers. So we'll be taking them right up to we open the show at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Awesome. So martinarts.org, or you could call the number, but she said the phones might not get answered right away, but that's 772-287-6676. And by the way, that's what I wanted to ask you. At 80, we have time for this. 80 Southeast Ocean Boulevard is the place where the Arts Council of Martin County is. Tell us about the monks. Oh my gosh.
We opened up today at noon with an opening ceremony from the Tibetan monks who are building a sand mandala in our gallery space. Now, so they're surrounded by the Stitched exhibit, which is a quilt exhibit, fine art quilts, which is amazing in and of itself. But now the Tibetan monks are in-house, and they are building a conflict resolution mandala that is available, and you can watch them build it
Tell me
throughout
what
the
the
week.
mandala is. What is that? Because that's what I had to ask.
Sure,
What?
it's a sand design, and each
Okay.
design of each mandala has a different significance in the Sanskrit and Tibetan
Right.
culture. And what they do at the end is there's a closing ceremony, and all the people who participate in the closing ceremony are able to take some of the sand with them and participate in a procession that will take the sand to the river and put those healing properties right back into our environment.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
So when does the river thing happen?
4:30 on Sunday night.
Oh my gosh.
And Friday and Saturday night, they're performing their mystical arts on stage at the Lyric Theater. So I'm pretty sure there's still tickets available at the Lyric Friday and Saturday.
And how many people are expected to attend ArtsFest this year?
I have a really great feeling about how many people are going to attend
Yeah.
ArtsFest this year. I think we're going to be pushing, a record.
Good.
Yeah.
So.
Good.
Several thousand. And then next week, I want to invite you guys to come back. More art next week. We've got Luna Fest, which is the Junior League of Martin County is putting that on, the Luna Company. It's a film festival for women, by women, and about women. So this is Julia Sansevier, the Martin County Difference. Like it, share it, follow it. Thank you, ArtsFest. Thank you, artists.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
So we're still on Facebook. Hey! So thanks, everybody on Facebook. Please do share this, like it, love it, and we've still got people looking.
Hey,
and-
Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth. Who? Oh, you have somebody on you. Okay, good. And Nancy said she was having fun in the studio. And I think we covered a lot of ground. And,
Good,
yeah.
my notes disappeared, but maybe they'll turn up someday. I don't know. But this is so cool, so much fun, because I get to know now people in the studio, and you know my friends. That's crazy. You know Katie. And
Yes.
Katie, I want some beer. I mean, you're holding out. Come on.
She can handle that for you.
Her husband, Etienne, is one of the top brewers in our club. He's won national awards
Yeah.
with his home brewed beer. So
Yeah.
Isn't there going to be a tasting?
There
tasting of beer?
is. He is out of beer and doesn't have any to share at ArtsFest, but there's the Vero Beach Wing and Beer Festival, not this weekend, but next weekend. And so the brewmasters, this is what they do. They love to share their beer. They love to make their beer, and so they go to festivals and share their beer. So they'll be in Vero 2 weekends from now.
Oh my gosh, that sounds great. And you know what? We might get somebody from Texas. My friend Kyle Wells says, I shouldn't have asked. She might show up at my door. That would just be fine with me, Kyle. I miss you and love you. We were friends in University of Texas, and we've been friends ever since. We were in the Southern Singers. So I did have, ability to do things, in a group. And I had a solo one time. I think it was The Wiz. Remember that song in that show? Yeah. Move on down the road. Whatever. I'm so excited to see you on stage. I'm going to come and see you this weekend. I think that
gonna be
sounds
good.
great.
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
gonna be good.
And for $5 only, would I be able to see that, or could I
Yeah.
pay more?
Nope.
Okay. That's incredible. So you guys, you can afford $5. Just don't have that Starbucks. Come to the Arts Fest, That's great. Well, thank you, Nancy Turrell.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
very much. Thank you, Chris Kling.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Ryan Chimelis.
Yes.
Okay, and thank you, Bill Whitten.
You're welcome. Thank
These
you.
are stars already and continuing to rise as stars. So please see them this weekend and follow them on their Facebook pages. And because I know you're on, Chris, right? You have a place.
Yes, I have
With your
Chris
art?
Kling Art Studio on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay. Great. And Bill, are you? No, you're not on Facebook. That's right. Do you have a
Not
website?
exactly. I have a Facebook page
Oh.
simply for the books alone.
Well, there you
it's-
go.
And I write under W.W. Whitten.
Okay,
is my pen
there we
name.
go. There we go. So we'll put that up there on Facebook. Everybody, thank you so much on Facebook. Please come back next week, and we're not only going to have Luna Fest, but we're going to have the Citizens for Clean Water.
Chris, how do you spell your last name?
C4CW. So,
K-L-I-N-G.
good night.
That's what I
Thank
did.
you.
Chris Kling Studio.
That's exactly what I wrote. Wow, I can't believe I
Thank
guessed.
you.
I just guessed. Wow.
That's one of the advisors in the school. Yeah.